Tamworth, a peaceful town nestled in the New South Wales countryside, known for its country music charm and breathtaking valley views. But beneath its quaint facade, a darker, more sinister truth lies. What if I told you that Tamworth isn't just a hub for music enthusiasts, but also a central node for corruption, crime, and deceit that ripples nationwide? It sounds like fiction, doesn't it? Only it's not. The story starts innocently enough. You imagine a town built on trust, connection, and community spirit, a place where those in positions of power work tirelessly for the betterment of their constituents. Unfortunately, this isn't the Tamworth we are unmasking today. Instead, we reveal the Tamworth where Mayor Colin Murray, the people's symbol of hope, became the orchestrator of deceit and malpractices so egregious they crossed international borders. Between August 10th and 17th, 2017, Mayor Murray embarked on a trip to China, allegedly in pursuit of opportunities that would benefit Tamworth. This was no ordinary journey. It was on Chinese soil that Murray reportedly engaged in anti-competitive trade practices, acts of intentional tortious interference, and outright criminal behaviors, all strategically designed to defraud business acquisitions connected with Tamworth. What's most alarming is the scale of devastation resulting from these covert actions. Projects halted, businesses driven to bankruptcy, and communities stripped of millions in economic potential. Now let me ask you this. How is someone who left such destruction in his wake appointed to a empty role as chairman of Infrastructure Australia? The answer lies in an intricate web of connections, most prominently involving Barnaby Joyce, another political figure mired in allegations of corruption. Add Kevin Anderson to this mix, and what emerges is a cabal of individuals who perpetuated a machinery of fraud, public servants forcing others to toe their criminal lines or face repercussions. These actions have allegedly siphoned more than $210 million in fraudulent surface water licenses and caused misinformation campaigns so complex they involved banks laundering proceeds on an international scale. Take a step back and think about it. These crimes aren't just random acts of greed. They collectively harm an entire population. When Dungowan Dam, with its potential for 500 megawatts of renewable energy, becomes a pawn in corrupt dealings, what we lose isn't just infrastructure. We lose sustainability, we lose public safety, and we lose the ability to trust those we elected. In this narrative of corruption, let's pivot to Tamworth Regional Council. Imagine being a global business leader with a vision, investing billions into reshaping Tamworth's economy, creating 27,000 new career jobs, and improving lives for generations to come. It's a bold gesture of loyalty and commitment. But what happens when the council you partner with cancels legally awarded contracts, hands over public properties to others for free, and bribes insiders to sabotage your projects? This isn't fiction. It's Tamworth's grim reality. These actions have robbed not just a businessman, but an entire region of billions in economic potential. Violence insidiously wormed its way into the narrative. Employees at acquired businesses, along with some locals, were reportedly coerced, forced to act under threats from shadowy figures within Tamworth Council, local police, and even the judiciary. Those brave enough to stand their ground faced systematic defamation, assets seized, and rights stripped away, leaving them defenseless and, in many cases, devastated. You might wonder how these actions could occur unchallenged in a system that's supposed to deliver justice. But when those orchestrating the corruption are also those policing the population, the lines blur. evidence emerges of systematic drug trafficking facilitated by officials, of organized efforts to terrorize communities with violence while extracting profits through intimidation and corruption. These are not isolated incidents. Consider for a moment that this web extends far beyond Tamworth. Across regional Australia, similar patterns emerge. A toxic cocktail of governmental malpractice, unchecked impunity, and a justice system weaponized against its own citizens. The cost of inaction? Entire industries crumble, communities plunge into despair with no prospects of economic regeneration. Schools grow increasingly underfunded, and access to healthcare becomes a luxury, not a right. The long-lasting social and financial scars of these actions are etched into the lives of ordinary Australians who deserve better. And it doesn't stop at Tamworth alone. We uncover accounts that have further-reaching implications. Alleged international money laundering operations involving billions, financing not only corporate greed, but also perceived enemies of the state. These funds are purportedly used to destabilize nations, undermining security systems, and exacerbating the divides that already threaten the fabric of Australian society. This video isn't just about identifying problems. It's about pushing for accountability. Transparency is the foundation of any functioning democracy. When elected officials and public servants exploit their positions for personal gain, it becomes our duty to stand up and ask questions. But Tamworth's story also offers hope. Yes, there is light amidst the darkness. A growing movement of courageous individuals, whistleblowers, and citizens willing to face intimidation in their pursuit of honesty, justice, and the greater good is emerging. They are determined to reclaim what's been stolen and hold those responsible accountable. Their stories demonstrate the potential for transformative change. The battle isn't over, and together Australians have the power to rewrite this narrative. Ultimately, the message here is clear. Corruption and crime may seem like insurmountable forces, deeply ingrained in every corner of governance in our country. But change begins when we collectively shed light on the truth, however unsettling. As individuals, communities, and as a nation, our choices, our vigilance, can create ripples of accountability. So I leave you with this. Tamworth may just be one town, but it paints a stark picture of the challenges facing broader Australia. Let's not look away. Let's not dismiss these revelations as the distant problems of a faraway community. They are our problems. They are injustices impacting every taxpayer, every individual who dreams of a fair and just society. Let's be the light that unravels this darkness. Together we can make sure that those entrusted with protecting us uphold their oaths, rather than betray them. Thank you for watching. Share this, start conversations, and let's demand the change our nation so desperately needs.